Tonight I'm going to show you how to make a 4-panel card. You might call it a quad fold. To me there's only 3 folds though, so I call it a 4-panel card. Okay, it's got these 3 pockets and it's made from 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper. And with some of the designer series paper that we're going to cut away, you will have some left that you can make a 3 by 3 note card or gift enclosure card, okay, or something to hang on a gift bag. All right, and then there's 2 ways to do this. Tonight I'm going to, well, first I'll show you the one that I'm making the base from the designer series paper, and I'm using the Share What You Love designer series paper, which is fabulous. That's that mega pack that we have in the annual catalog. I believe there's 24 sheets in there and it's $27. And what I love about it, so this is the one of the prints, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got this pearlized feature on it. And then of course this is the back side of it. I'm going to be using this one next, and you can see these large flowers have that pearlized effect also. The pearlized doilies that we have, if you're into doilies, those coordinate nicely with this because they're white pearlized on one side, which goes right with this. Or if you don't want the pearlized side, they're white on the opposite side, and you can color them with any of our ink pads or Stampin' Blends too. Okay, here's another print from that beautiful designer series paper specialty. This is just one of our plastic cases. We can order these on my website. And I just think rather than have my icky stained Simply Chamois out, I put a piece of designer series paper in there. And it's really easy. I believe it's cut 7 to 10 inches. And you just slip it into the plastic sleeve. So then I have something pretty to look at when it's sitting here instead of the stained chamois. Okay, so you are going to need your Stampin' trimmer. You will need, we are going to use the scoring blade as well as the cutting blade. Okay, so first I'm going to score. And this is 12 by 12. I have not cut it down. 12 inches by 12 inches. I'm going to score it 3 inches. And by the way, this paper is a little bit thicker, but you can do, it's great for, because it's thicker, it's also great for 3D items and some heavier projects. But you can certainly do this with any designer series paper or any cardstocks, okay? And as we're going along, if you see something you like or something you love, you can throw out some thumbs up or a heart, and certainly feel free to comment at any time as well as ask questions. Okay, so I scored it 3, 6, and 9 inches. Okay, then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to turn it once. Okay, now I want to score at 6 inches. Okay, now before I put my trimmer away, I am going to do a little bit of cutting here. Okay, so again, I've got 3, 6, 9 inch scoring lines. I turned it once, and I'm scoring at 6 inches. So that's where I left off, scoring at 6 inches, okay? Now I need to cut away some of this so that I can create the pockets. So when you're doing this, hi Nancy. So when you're doing this, I want you to think of the left side, and again, 3, 6, 9 is here, and you've got that 6 inch score here. Think of this as the front and, well, I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Think of this as the inside, and this is the back side, okay? So inside and back side, okay? Hi, Patty, all the way from Wyoming. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to move this to the 3-inch line. I'm going to put my cutting blade back at the top, and I'm going to cut 3 inches down until I get to the very last score line. I don't want to go past the score line. This will give me my 3 pockets, 1, 2, 3, and then have that full front. Okay, so here we go. And the thing I love about the Stampin' Trimmer when you're cutting like this, the blade has this little arrow. So does the scoring blade, but the cutting blade has this little arrow. So I just keep going until I hit the 9 inches. Okay, so that makes it easy for me. Hi, Tammy. Gosh, all kinds of people tonight. This is exciting. Yay. The more the merrier. I mean that. I mean that sincerely. And I thank you all for sharing and bringing your friends. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut the remainder, that last line out. Okay. So that's why I've turned my paper. I think I'm tearing it a little bit here. I think it might be time for a new blade to put in. Okay. So this is what I have. Yep, that kind of tore that. This is what I have, and this is what's left over, okay? So let me show you how to put this together. I'm going to set this aside. Actually, I'm going to cut this while I've got it out. I'm going to cut this down basically to 6 inches. So I'm cutting off one of those squares, okay? Now I can put it away. Okay, and you probably want to grab your bone folder. Again, this paper in particular is pretty stiff, and I don't know where mine is. I've been using it all, oh, here it is. I've been using it all afternoon. Okay, so this is what I have, okay, and I'm just gonna crease that fold well, and then this is gonna be my front. And we are going to adhere that, but for now I just want to get some basic folding done. So front, and then you're just going to kind of zigzag it, okay? So this is what it looks like from the top, okay? And if I open it, and from the inside, okay? Now I'm going to use my Tombow glue. The reason I like this Tombow on this project is, oh, Marilyn, I'm sorry your internet's not cooperating. Hopefully it'll work itself out real quick, but you can always go back and view the Facebook Live later after I share it to this page, okay? I also, within a couple of days, post it to my blog and then share it to my Facebook groups. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive right here. This is that front panel, okay? But as I was saying, this is a very good adhesive to use with this paper or with 3D projects. It adheres very well, holds things in place very well, and it's very, very economical to use, okay? And notice here, I only have it on this line because these are going to be pockets, but I want to close up that edge, okay? So I'm just going to smooth these down. I want to make sure I hold it for a little bit. Okay, it is a glue that gets kind of tacky, okay? But it's easy to use, and like I said, extremely economical. If you get it somewhere, some residue where you don't want it, you can use an adhesive remover. Okay, so this is what I have. So a good start to this, okay? Now this one I decided could be used for a birthday. So it might even be fun to tuck in some money or a gift card. You might put in, I don't know, what could you put in here? A little candy bar. The other thing is with these pullouts, how fun would it be to write different notes? Let's celebrate you because you're such an inspiration to others, because you're a great crafter, whatever, you know, awesome teacher, whatever you want. You deserve it. And again, why, you know, tell that person something good about themselves. And finally, it's your birthday. Offer them a birthday wish And oh, tickets to an event. Joyce, that is fabulous idea. I love that idea. And aren't these just about the size of tickets? Wonderful idea. Oh, love it. Okay, but also a place to sign your name or write your message, okay? So that's where we are right here. Okay, and I think this is pretty good and dry. Now I went ahead and pre-cut these pieces, 1, 2, 3, and I cannot believe it. I think I just cleaned those stamps and put them away, but that's okay. Okay, I'm getting the Just For You from the Meant to Be, or it came from the Meant to Be cling stamp set. Okay, this was in the beginning of the Occasions catalog. Okay, you might think of it as a Valentine stamp, but really you can use it way beyond this, like this, to the best friend a girl could ever ask for. Meant to Be, You Make Me Happy, Just For You. You can use this way beyond Valentine's Day, weddings, anniversaries, simply to tell somebody you care about them. Okay, so that's why I love it. And it is returning, you will see it in the new annual catalog that starts June 4th. Okay, so let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat here. And I'm going to, I believe I have some scrap paper that I should use first before I do that one. I'm going to stamp Just For You in, I want to use, I don't like that color with that. Trying to grab my pack so I can see what other colors are in there. Oh, here it is, way at the bottom. Okay, how about Tranquil Tide I already pulled. I'm pulling Tranquil Tide. I pulled out my retiring colors. I guess I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, pulling retired colors and thinking ahead to the new annual catalog, but let's go ahead and use Tranquil Tide because I think it'll work nicely with this print. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, I'll clean that off on my Simply Chamois because I am going to use that again. And I am cutting, and gosh, I don't remember the name of this punch, but it is new, will be in the new annual catalog. And wait till you see the new annual catalog. It is fabulous. And did you know that if you join Stampin' Up! Now, if you purchase a starter kit, or I should say starting May 2nd, you can actually be a part of the pre-order for the new annual catalog. They give us a select list of products that we can order in May to prepare for the launch of the new catalog. So that's kind of a fun thing, but a nice little perk for new demonstrators who might want to be one of the first to get some wonderful new products. And let me tell you, there are loads of new products. Okay, so remember that one square I had left over? I decided I'm going to cut off 3/4 strip, 3/4 of an inch strip to put on my front here, okay? And I will not be running out of adhesive tonight. Remember last Facebook Live? I ran out of adhesive in my cartridge, reached for the next cartridge and it was empty, reached for the third and it was empty. That is not good. Okay. I've got loads of these dimensionals left over from paper pumpkin kits. Stampin' Up! Always gives us more than enough in our paper pumpkin kits, which is wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. I might decide I want to add a little something more later, but for now I like it just the way it is. Okay, now I'm going to pull out those three, and you can, again, use anything. You know, it could be somebody going off to college, and maybe you want to tuck in a few dollars or some gift cards, something like that. So, you know, choose whatever sentiments you like. And as you see, I'm using a lot of different stamp sets and all that, which I don't normally do. But again, I was doing these projects with a certain something in mind. Okay. So let me put these on, and I'm going to use, once again, the Tranquil Tide. And I'm just going to stamp at the top of these. You're probably going to see the top of my head for a moment. Oh, not real straight, but it'll do. I like having my Simply chamois right beside me. You probably can't see it, but I have it sitting right beside me. So when I'm done stamping, I just put my stamp in there. I dab it in there to clean it off, but I just let it lay, especially if I know I'm going to be using it more in the same project, or, you know, continuing to use it. Okay, I'm going to flip this one over because I just don't like it. Now, you don't really want to do that. You would want to get a new piece because you don't want people to see your... Ugh. Okay. Oh, Marilyn, you made one last week. Oh, you'll have to post a picture. I'd love to see it. Sorry about top of my head, ladies. There, that's better. Okay. But again, you would want a new piece because you don't want somebody pulling this out and then seeing that. Okay. But just for the sake of time, that's what I'm doing. Okay. This one, I love this one. You deserve it. You know, that would be great for what? A promotion, an award at school, retirement, all kinds of things. You know, let's celebrate you. You deserve it. Doesn't have to be just for birthdays. But these stamps, these sentiments come from the Broadway Birthday stamp set, and it does have coordinating framelits, which has been a lot of fun to use. And it too will be returning to, or will be carrying over to our new annual catalog. Okay, so now I can just stick these in here. Okay, you know, I may have some of those doilies sitting right here. So let's play around with these doilies a little bit. Well, okay, I probably have a pack that's started already. The nice thing about doilies is you don't always have to use them just as is, okay? You can play around with them. And again, one side is pearlized and the other is a flat white. So you can color these simply by rubbing them into your ink pads, or you can color them with your blends, anything like that. Okay, now I'm just going to snip right down the center of this one. And then I'm going to do another as well. And doilies may or may not be your thing, but they are just a nice, easy, inexpensive embellishment to add on. Okay. And always save those pieces. I've even cut these down into thirds and fourths and use small pieces of them, like maybe tuck one here. I'll show you. Let's do this. So, you know, you could tuck one right there. Okay. And I think I will do that. Here I go again, creating on the fly. But you know what? That's a great thing. you know, it keeps our mind active and our hands busy, keeps us healthy and happy. But it's a great way to develop your own sense of creativity, your own style. Just kind of go with the flow. Whatever pops into your head, just go with it, okay? Quite a while back, I heard something about letting children be bored. And the reason for that is it helped them develop creativity and problem solving, things like that. So that's kind of a cool thing, I think. And I think, oh, I need those 3. I don't know what I did with the other loop. I should have cut these more evenly. But see, you can do something like that. I think I want to make it even though. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want like this, and cut off 2 sections. But see how quick and easy they are? They're also nice embellishments to use for mailing because they aren't very thick, you know, not like a, I don't know, not like the metallic candles, you know, where you might need to insert extra piece of cardstock to keep the embellishment from popping through. Now, if you want to do this, you probably want to do this before you put on your sentiment. But for me, it was an afterthought, so I'm just going with it. Not bad, though, okay? And it's okay that I cut the circle away. I didn't want to cover up that strip of designer series paper that I had already put on. Okay. Now with these other 3, I'm going to do the same thing. And for me, I just used a couple little glue dots here. But you could use fine tip glue. What else? You could use that Tombow glue again. Okay. But I just put glue dots in a few key places. Okay, do you see that? I have 4 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't need to go overboard. I need to move that ink pad before I put my card in it. Have you ever done that? Oh, I hate that when that happens. You're working on something and you maybe just bump something, or something slips from your hand or you don't notice, and there you go. You've put it in the ink pad. Obviously not a huge problem in life, but a little annoyance when we're busy creating. So be careful of that. I should have closed it up immediately after using it. Okay, there's the second one. And then I'm going to add a third one. Who likes doilies? I don't use them a whole lot. Do you love doilies, or you're okay without them? Oh, that's a great idea. Dana says you could even put them at the top of the inside panels and use them kind of to decorate the top and use them as pullouts. That's what I love about these Facebook groups and Facebook business pages. There's so much sharing that we get to do. And not only am I sharing with you, but I learn from all of you and your wonderful ideas as well. Okay, so there it is. Okay, would somebody like to win this tonight? Okay, so happy you like it. Okay, now I was going to mention, now as Stampin' Up used to sell the long envelopes, we don't anymore. I believe I have a few left, but that would work. The other thing is, you could use our envelope punch board to make an envelope to size. So let me show you that really fast. Okay, so after I do this, so what you want to do here is just roughly measure, well, I know what it is. It's 6 inches by 3 inches. So I'm going to go down here, and you start with the smaller dimension, so 3 by 6. So I'm going to look for something close to 3 by 6 if they do have it. And so my card size, I'm not sure how well you can see this. I'll do my best. Okay, so here's 3 inches by 6 inch card size. I scoot over here. It tells me I need a paper size of 7.5 by 7.5. Okay. And then it tells me my starting score line is 2 5/8. Okay. So let me show you how I do that. I'm going to, let me see if I have, might as well use Tranquil Tide. Use that while before it's going away. I did not pull my window shade, and the sun comes down in the front of my house. Sun comes down in the front of my house, and it is just, it's getting me right in the eye every time I lift my head a little bit. Okay, so 7.5 inches by 7.5. Okay. Is anybody going to miss Tranquil Tide? That is definitely not a color I thought I would like. I am surprised at how much I ended up using it. Okay, so remember it told me the starting score line was 2 5/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this cardstock square to the top of my envelope punch board, and I'm going to scoot it over until the left edge is at 2 5/8. I'm going to pull out the scoring tool that comes with it. It's so wonderful. It has this great little storage slot for it. Okay. So 2 5/8. And what you're going to do is punch first, just push that down, and then you're going to take your the tip of your scoring tool and just kind of stick it in there. And let me see if I can turn it so you can see. So right in here is where I'm going to go. Okay, and then there is a groove right here. Okay, and if you put the end or the tip to the right of that little space below where it punches, your point will fall right into that groove. Okay, so the second step then is to turn it one time, and we're not going to worry about the measurement up here. Now on the rest of the sides, what we have to do is match up the score line with this tab that's sticking out. So when it even says it's the score guide, okay? So you want to match that up as if this were an extension of the score line you just made. You're going to punch, put the tip in to the right, and pull at a diagonal. I'm going to match up the score line with the score guide, punch. Whoops, went ahead of myself. Punch, and then score. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it to the other side, match up the scoring guide with the score line I just made, punch, and score. Okay, so now you're pretty much finished. You can make your envelope from this. However, you may want to round the corners. Okay, one thing we will have to do, and it's probably, I want to show you just so you know that it has a corner rounder on here. Right here it says reverse punch. So what that does is you stick the corner in there, you punch it, and gives you a nice curve. Okay. All right, and we'll get rid of these excess pieces. Okay, so that's the envelope punch board. Now, really you just fold everything, okay? However, on this one, because it's a very narrow card, these tabs are a little long. So just take your scissors and snip them off a bit. Okay, and you can do the same with the other one. Okay, so then I'm just going to put some adhesive on, and what I like to do is fold down the ends, okay, and then put my adhesive just on those small tabs. Okay, that's the only place you want the adhesive. You know, we could cut this down even further. I think I will. It might look a little neater, a little more professional looking. Okay. There, yes, I like that better. Okay. And then I can fold it over like that. You could add a little something to the envelope if you'd like. Now this is pretty thick. I'm starting to wonder if I should have made it the next size up just because of how thick it is. Oh, it's going to go in. Okay. And there, you could, and you can mail this size envelope. And, oh, Joan Horner, great idea. She says, cut pieces of that leftover designer series paper into 3 strips and put those at the bottom of the white tab. So then I can cover up my mistake. Oh, Joan, that's brilliant. Definitely. Okay. Love that. Thank you very much. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. It's nice, isn't it? And it's just something really different. Just something really different. Okay. And I think it's something somebody would love to receive and love to show off too. Okay. You love it? I hope so. I hope so. Because I enjoy sharing with you. I'm just going to set it here out of the way. Okay. And let's make... Okay, so that's my original sample that you saw. This was the little note, what do I want to say? Little gift enclosure. Okay, so let me do that again with a piece of, okay, I had this cut. Okay, I had it cut, but I don't see it. Okay, well, I'll skip it from now, but I want to put, no, I won't. I just got to do it now. I'll feel better if I do it right now. Okay, why put off till later what you can do right now, huh? And don't go away because I have another one I want to show you. A little bit different. Okay. And I'm going to make this one with the fold on the left instead of at the top, okay? I'm going to, how about if I, what should I do on here? You know, I think I'm going to keep it simple. Cut a little strip again. I love this paper. I will definitely miss this paper. I've used it a whole lot. Sold a good bit of it too. This time I'm going to stick it right about in the center, I think. No, I'm going to drop it down. No, I'll put it in the center. Okay, and you know we do have, these are great little cards for to put on gifts. Also great to leave perhaps on a coworker's desk, something like that. Just that little end sticking up there that I wanted to trim. But we do sell envelopes that measure 3 1/4 inches square, so perfect for these. Okay, I'm off a little bit on my folding there, huh? Just want to trim off this edge and make it look smooth. That was kind of bothering me. There, okay. And I am going to use the, I don't know what happened to my thank you. Maybe I put it back. Oh, how about this one? This would be great. This is a nice thing to give to a girlfriend. To the best friend a girl could ever ask for. Or boyfriend, whatever, whoever is your friend. Okay, I'm going to stamp that. And again, I'm going to use my new punch that I'm very excited about. Does anybody else love punches as much as I do? I just think they're so quick and easy to use. I love the framelits and all that, but and the dies, but the punches are just quick and easy. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the front, and then when the time is right, I can write a nice message inside for a friend. I'm so fortunate. I can't say I have one best friend. Truly, I have lots. So I'm really blessed in the friend factor. My visiting angel client this morning, she's 87, and she can be a little feisty at times, but she and I have come to a pretty good understanding, and we do well together. But one thing, I don't even know why she said this morning, but she said, you know, I don't make friends easily. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit. But, you know, I'm sure she's been a good friend. She's a wonderful mom, grandma, and great-grandma. But it just broke my heart a little bit. But I think when you're 87, you've lost a lot of your friends. And therefore, you know, it's probably a time in her life it's not easy to make friends. Okay, so how's that? Okay, so a great way to use up that little bit of extra designer series paper that we cut away. Okay, now I'm going to show you the next. Do you want to see a next one? We're already 40 minutes in, but this is my next one I was going to show you. Okay, and here's the little 3x3. Okay. And on this, I won't have to make one of these for you to show, but here I cut out some of the flowers with my paper snips from the designer series paper and just put them on mini dimensionals, okay? Patty says, yes, of course, show another one. Okay, so I just really love this. I thought this would be a fun thing to send to my daughters. I just enjoy doing little things for them, and even if they live a few minutes away, I still like sending them cards and letting them know that they are important to me every day. Okay, so now this time, instead of starting with the designer series paper, I'm starting with cardstock, and then I'll tell you how you can trim your designer series paper to fit. Okay, so once again, I'm going to do the scoring. I'm going to score it 3, 6 inches, and 9 inches. And I'm going to turn my cardstock one time. Okay, and I'm going to cut. This time I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start at the 9 inches and cut all the way up. So I'm cutting away 3 by 9 inches, okay? Like that. And then I need to cut this other piece right here. And you can use your paper snips if you want to, but, you know, I would say learn to do this with your Stampin' Trimmer or whatever paper cutter you have, just because it's easy and you get some nicer cuts. Except that time I'm tearing my paper. I don't know what I did, but maybe because I'm trying to cut on that fold. Maybe that's why. But that's okay. I'll just fix it up with my scissors here. What would I do without my precious scissors? Oh no, yours froze too, Joyce? Just wait, it should come back. Mine did not freeze. And I have no idea why it does that. I'm assuming it has to do with local internet service when that happens. It has frozen on my end a couple of times, but I don't know why. Okay, I am gonna cut. I think it is hard. It doesn't like me cutting on the fold. Okay, so I have those pieces. All right, so I'm going to fold it like that. I'm going to use my broadcast interruption. That sounds very professional, Patty. I'm going to use my Tombow glue again. And over here, I just want one narrow, tiny strip of glue. Okay. And certainly you can use Tombow glue for all your cards and all your projects. It is handy, it is inexpensive, goes a long, long way. Sometimes I use it when I'm making lots of swap cards. You know, if you're making 20 swap cards, it can be very economical and quick. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold these. And if you want to take the time to use the bone folder on the creases, by all means do. Okay, and I've already pre-cut my other paper. So this panel, and isn't this pretty? This is from that same set of Designer Series paper. Okay, so this piece measures, let me think, 5 3/4 by 2 3/4 inches. Okay, I'm going to center that on my front panel. And then I have 3 squares that measure 2 3/4 inches. And I'm going to put these on the front of the pockets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So that's what I have. Front or inside and back side. Okay. I have a little 3-inch or 3-inch by 3/4 inch strip. Again, I cut this previously. Set it right up here, I think. And I'm going to use Just For You once again, and this time I'm going to stamp it in Rich Razzleberry. Marilyn says she uses Tombow all the time. That is wonderful. Okay. Another piece of scrap paper. How's that for scrap paper? Okay. Anybody like the new punch? What do you think of it? I'm finding that I really like it. I've used it several times. We did use it at Onstage for our make and takes. And I was able to pre-order that. One of the perks of going to the Stampin' Up! Events is they give us a select number of products that we can pre-order. Of course, we get some freebies while we're there, which is awesome. Nothing like getting Prize Patrol or having them give out, doing an all-attendee giveaway, and everybody there gets a stamp set or paper, whatever. Okay. Again, the Designer Series paper is called Share What You Love. It is fabulous. You will love it. And the pearlized doilies coordinate with it. And there are also these pearlized pearls. And they're colors. They come in 5 colors. This is what I have left of 2 packs. So you know I like them. Okay. But these, they have colors, but they also have that pearl effect to them. I wish I had put this one up a little higher, but I'm not going to move it. Okay. Anybody have the Take Your Pick tool? How did I ever live without this before? Oh. Joan, I'm glad you like the products I'm showing. Okay. Now on this one, like I said, on these, I thought these would just be fun to send to my girls for a whatever or a just because. Okay, on this one I'm stamping "You Make Me Happy." Okay, and I'm not going to put anything else on those because I don't know when I would send this just yet. It's something I would have on hand for when the time is right. Okay, so now I'm going to add the "I love you." Okay, I went ahead and pre-cut all my pieces. Now, to make these letters pop just a little bit more, I also cut a black, and I'm just going to layer the rich raspberry letter on top of the black. Okay, an easy way to do that, again, is with your Tombow glue. Okay, you just need a teeny tiny bit, and you want to keep your lines of glue really narrow. Okay. The other reason I like Tombow glue, and for something like this especially, when I want to get the top and bottom lined up correctly, whoops, my fingers don't want to work. I have time to play with it. It does dry quickly, but it's a little forgiving, I'll say. You have a little time to play with it. Okay, so you see how that just gives a little more pop to it by having the black there? And I'm going to do the same thing with this I, letter I. I think I left a little more of the black showing this time than on my sample. Do it however you like. You can offset them sideways or from top to bottom. So I'll scoot that over a little bit. Okay. And then I cut these out with this heart from the Be Mine Stitch Framelits dies. And I'm using the heart that actually cuts two pieces. You get the scallop border and you get the plain heart. And it does all that in one easy step with one framelit. Okay, it's probably my favorite one in the whole set, to be quite honest, in the whole bundle, I'll say. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm doing this a little bit differently before I use the two plain hearts and offset the rich raspberry on top of the black. And this time I'm going to use the black with the border, and I'm going to put this one, this rich raspberry one, right on top. So it has the black border around the heart, okay? And then I'm going to put all of these on with, I'm sure you guessed it, dimensionals. Isn't it crazy too? Before I got into Stampin' Up, I didn't know what dimensionals were or that these were a thing. I can't live without these now. I can't do my paper crafting without dimensionals. When I need to, add to an order to bump me up to, maybe the next level of Stampin' Rewards, or I have a customer or a workshop that needs a little bumping up, throw on a pack or two of dimensionals because I know I'm always going to use them. Okay, so that's that. And of course these little backs, adhesive backs, can be found probably all over my house at some point in time. You never know where they're going to turn up. When you're taking the lint out of your dryer, I have even found them in with the dryer lint. So they must have been on my clothes. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Okay. Love it? When I say that, I always think of the HGTV program, Love It or List It. Are you going to love it or are you going to list it? Anyways, oops, I dropped paper here. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this off. I'm going to put some designer series paper here on the front. I said I wasn't going to finish that off, but I might as well, right? I want to use that friend stamp, I think. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. And I'm lucky to have so many Stampin' friends as well. You guys fill me up. Okay, not quite straight, but it'll do. All right. And you can do anything. You don't even have to stamp on it. You can even just write a personal note. Okay. Who was it that said they've made one of these 4-panel cards recently? The quad card. I would love, if it's you, I would love for you, and look, I can use this last scallop part here, and I think I will. And I'm going to put that on with just a wee bit of Tombow. This too, you don't need to go over the whole thing, just some dotted around a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, and that's that card. Okay, so, and again, we do sell the envelopes for this side note card. Okay. Patty says she's going to her craft room to make some of these adorable cards. Hi, Debbie Harmon. Ages since I've seen you. Thanks for joining me. Okay. I think this needs a few pearls too, don't you? I'm just going to put a couple right there. I'll do 3. I don't know why. They always say do it in 3s. Or do it in odd numbers, I should say. Okay? So really cute. Who would like to win a 4-panel card? Okay. Anybody out there wants to win a 4-panel card? Just, okay, remember, in order to win, what you need to do is be sure and comment somewhere during this live video, okay? So that's how I know you're watching. If you comment, your name pops up in the comments. So I can go back, I can answer questions, I can comment on your comments, all that, okay? So, so again, you've got to see some really fun things. And I think it's a pretty easy card to make, okay? Any questions? Okay, lots of people want to win. Okay, just a couple things I have to tell you. Number 1 is, and I don't see it. What did it, oh, here. Tomorrow is the beginning of May, and we have 2 special kits that we are offering in May, okay? The first one is called the Everything is Rosy product medley. Okay, now this is expensive. It is $80. Okay, and what you need to know about this, now anybody can purchase this, anybody at all. Okay, and there's a whole list of things that are included in this product medley. Okay, you get the Everything is Rosy stamp set, which has 18 stamps. Okay, that's what this looks like. I think it's a fabulous stamp set. Okay, and you won't be able to purchase this stamp set outside of this product medley. It's a special promotion for the month of May only. Okay, it's also only available while supplies last. We never know. Sometimes these things sell out so quickly, and it can be frustrating. But that's why I'm showing you ahead of tomorrow, okay? but it includes the stamp set. It includes a set of dies to cut out the stamped images. It has 48 sheets of 6x6 paper. Okay, and there is rose gold foil sheets, 8 of the 6x6 rose gold foil sheets. That is the highlight for me in this product medley, the rose gold accents. Okay, there's printed die cuts. There are rose gold die cuts. There are rose gold adhesive backed mirror images, and I don't even know how to explain them, and there's no good way to show them, but they are fabulous. We got to see them at Onstage. A very different, unique embellishment, different than anything I've seen with Stampin' Up. Okay, rose gold adhesive backed mirrored images or elements, I saw that, embellishments, melon mambo ribbon, Night of Navy rose gold metallic edge ribbon. Okay, the colors in here. Oh, and there's rose gold shimmer paint. Oh, fun. I'm ordering this tomorrow for myself, and I hope I can entice some of you to order as well. It doesn't have card bases on envelopes and things like that, like many of our other kits. It's really geared towards giving you lots of coordinating products in one bundle, one $80 bundle, and then you do the creating, okay? So it might be for some more avid stampers or for a new stamper who is really jumping in. Chrissy Bell, you're one of those jumping in people, and I love your enthusiasm as a new stamper. But what I want to tell you is I will be ordering, unfortunately, demonstrators could not pre-order. I will be ordering mine tomorrow. I'm happy to add yours to mine, your orders to mine, and get them in right away. So if you need help ordering, just contact me, or you can do it online on my website, maryknabe.stampinup.net. Okay, and this is on sale starting tomorrow. Or if you're Eastern Standard Time like I am, it's basically 2 a.m. Okay, but that's the contents of it. This is the stamp set. I love it. Don't let worry spoil your happy. Oh, I would use all of these things over and over and over. Love the stamp set. And of course, it does have coordinating framelits. And here's just a copied picture. It's hard to see, but a copied picture of some of those products that I listed. Okay, so that goes on sale tomorrow, $80 for the entire product medley. So it is it is expensive, but it is a very good value for that price. The other thing is the So Shelley Paper Pumpkin Kit. The May Paper Pumpkin Kit has been designed with the inspiration of Shelley Gardner, who is the co-founder. I put co-founder and CEO. She's co-founder and board chair. About 3 years ago, I believe, she turned her CEO position over to her daughter, Sarah Douglas, who's doing a fabulous job. But Shelley Gardner is still very much involved in the company. But she loves nature, she loves texture, she loves layers, she loves a little bling, embellishments, just lots of texture and layers. And this is one sample of a card that will be in the May Paper Pumpkin Kit called Hugs from Shelley. So I'm really excited about it. If you want the May Paper Pumpkin Kit, you do need to be a subscriber, or you need to purchase a prepaid subscription. If you are already getting Paper Pumpkin on a monthly basis, you will get this kit, okay? If you are not, there are 2 ways you can get it. You can contact me and purchase a prepaid Paper Pumpkin Kit. You can do this for 1 month, 3 months, 6 or 12 months. Okay. If you're just trying it out, I think 3 months is a great way to go. Great way to try it. And I believe the price is around $55, a little less than $60. Okay, for the 3 months. The boxes get shipped right to your home through US mail each month. They come with everything you need to complete the projects, most of which are cards. Okay. So this is a sample of one of the cards in the May kit. And look at this envelope. I'm telling you, the envelope is just as pretty as the card. I mean, I can picture using this envelope itself, like in a scrapbook page. Or, maybe doing, I don't know, but you could write a little title or the date or something on there. But I just think it can honestly be the front of a card. You could, make that the front of a greeting card. But gorgeous. And look at the lining of it. That printed lining. Love it. So this is the second kit, but you only have till May 10th to subscribe. What are the coordinating colors? That I don't really know. We just got to make one at On Stage. This color, I believe, is Petal Pink. It looks pretty close to Petal Pink. And of course, Craft and Vanilla. Yeah, Petal Pink. So you've got Petal Pink and Very Vanilla. I imagine that's Mossy Metal or Old Olive. That's all I know, Joyce, as far as the coordinating colors. I'll have to look that up on the demo site and see if there's more information. I don't recall that, though. So it's just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. But in your paper pumpkin kit, you will get the envelopes, the card bases, the stamp set, all the embellishments, which are usually pre-cut for you. And yes, I agree, Carol. The kits just keep getting better and better and better. Paper pumpkin has come a long way. We've had it for 6 years. The first year we had it, I think, was kind of rough. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. There were many of the kits I didn't really care for. I didn't think there was enough in the kits. And the stamp sets were maybe 3 stamps in there. It just wasn't up to par, especially for the $20. We've been able to keep the price the same all this time. I believe it's going up by $1 or $2 with the annual catalog. But we've come such a long way. The quality is so fabulous. We get more included in the kits. Our kits make more cards or, Halloween treat bags, whatever it is. Mostly they're cards, but sometimes we get some other things. But the value is so great, and they just keep getting better and better and better and better. And they've really listened to customers, to Paper Pumpkin customers, and they've listened to demonstrators. So we are thrilled about how well it's doing. It's doing better than ever. So what a great time for you to try Paper Pumpkin if it's new to you, or if you've just contemplated doing it, or if you were one of those people who tried it in the first year or so and you didn't really care for it, please give it a try again, because it is so much better. Okay? Any questions? Okay, thank you all for joining me. I will post the winners of today's card, 2 cards a little bit later today. And then I will get those mailed off to you. I'm trying to get caught up on all my mailings. My poor team, I've got a few people on my team that I'm just behind. But trying to get caught up on my mailings. But I'm usually pretty good about getting the cards from Facebook Live sent out quickly. Okay? Have a great night, ladies. Have a great week. And go Blue Jackets. I hope we get a win in Columbus tonight. Take care.